Halos lahat ng tao ay ayaw ng pain. Kaya naman iniiwasan natin to hanggat kaya natin, di ba? Hindi tayo makapag-diet, umiiwas tayo sa mga doktor at dentist, precisely because we don't like pain. Pero bibigyan kita ng isang shocking na katotohanan. Kailangan mo ng pain to survive. Kailangan mo ng pain para mag-succeed sa buhay. In fact, lahat ng permanenteng success ay nanggagaling sa pain. Any success na hindi galing sa pain ay panandalian lang. Tingnan mo na lang yung mga lotto jackpot winners. Majority sa kanila ay sinabing it was a nightmare and they wish they never won the jackpot. Dahil sa pagkakapanalo nila, nasira ang mga marriages nila, nawasak ang mga pamilya nila, yung mga anak nila ay nalulong sa masasamang bisyo like drugs. They lost all their happiness. Kung hindi ka naniniwala sa akin, i-google mo, Lotto winners lose money, and you will get hundreds of true-to-life tragic stories. Bakit nangyari to? Kasi easy come, easy go. Kaya naman uulitin ko sa'yo, real success comes from pain. Kapag hindi siya nanggaling sa pain, hindi siya totoong success. Kaya naman sa video na to, malalaman mo kung paano gamitin ang pain mo to become power na makakatulong sa iyong umasenso. Alam mo ba yung hypothermia? Ang hypothermia ay isang physical condition na kung saan yung core temperature ng body mo drops below 35 degrees Celsius na kung saan pwede nitong i-shut down ang lahat ng functions ng katawan mo including your ability to feel pain. Naalala mo ba yung moving Titanic? Yung bida doon na lamang lang ng 3.5 hilamos sa akin na si Jack? He died dahil sa hypothermia. At lahat ng taong nakaligtas sa paglubog ng Titanic eventually died of hypothermia dahil nakababad sila sa freezing waters of the Atlantic Ocean. And because they cannot feel pain, nakatulog na lang sila hanggang unti-unting mamatay. Yung mga mountain climbers na natrap habang tinatry marating ang tuktok ng Mount Everest tried so hard to wake themselves up. They intentionally give themselves pain to survive. Bakit ko sinasabi sa iyo ang tungkol sa hypothermia ang init-init nga dito sa Pilipinas? Let me explain. Dahil maraming tao ang may psychological hypothermia. In the sense na they have become so comfortable in life. O they seek to be always comfortable. Ayaw nilang umalis sa comfort zone nila. They have become soft, they have become sleepy, kaya naman ang buhay nila become meaningless. They have no more burning dreams in their lives, and they started to die a slow death. Why? There's no pain. O they continuously avoid pain in their lives. Narealize ko na ang pain ay importante to grow in any area of your life, whether spiritually, relationally, at lalo na financially. How do you wake up from psychological hypothermia? Pain. In fact, may dalawang mahalagang sources ng pain. Number 1, the pain that comes from grief. Sa 10 taong pag-follow, pag-study at pagbabasa ko ng stories ng mga very successful people that I look up to, I found out na 90% sa kanila ay mga self-made o mga nagsimula sa wala. At lahat sila went through intense pain bago nila ma-achieve ang success sa buhay. They were able to use that inner pain para maging fuel, para maging power to rise to the top. Bigyan kita ng mga examples. Let me share with you the story of 3 very successful people at kung paano nila nagamit ang pain nila from grief to become very successful in life. Si Zig Ziglar is a best-selling author at isa lang naman siya sa mga pinakaminahal na motivational speakers sa mundo. Pero lumaki siya sa hirap. Pang-10 siya sa 12 magkakapatid. And to make things worse, namatay yung tatay niya nung 6 years old pa lang siya. Kaya naman sobrang hirap ng buhay nila. Sa murang edad, kinailangan niya maghanap buhay. Nagtrabaho siya sa isang grocery store mula 4:30 na madaling araw hanggang 11 o'clock ng gabi, araw-araw. In case mahina ka din sa math, 18 hours workday lang naman yon para sa isang bata. Fast forward a few years later, parang sinusundan siya ng kahirapan. Nung nag-asawa na si Zig, nag-apply siya para maging salesman. Pero for the first 2 years, hindi siya makabenta ng products nila. Kaya napilitan siyang ibenta yung mga furnitures nila para lang may pambili sila ng pagkaing mag-asawa. Nung pinanganak yung daughter niya, ang bill nila sa ospital ay $64. Pero niwala siyang $64 at kinailangan pa niyang maghanap ng pwedeng ibenta para lang mailabas niya ang mag-ina niya. Itong hardships na to, itong pain na to, ang nagpalakas ng desire niya para mag-succeed sa buhay. And succeed, he did. Dahil after 1 year, siya na ang naging #1 salesman sa company nila. And later on, nagtayo siya ng sarili niyang company and became very rich and very successful in life. Yung Uncle Tony ko grew up in a poor family. Dahil sa sobrang hirap nila, he would steal food in a grocery stores para lang may makain sila. Nung nagbinata na siya, hindi niya mabayaran yung inuupahan niyang apartment. Madalas din siyang napuputulan ng kuryente. At hindi niya masagot-sagot yung mga tumatawag sa phone niya dahil may utang siya sa halos lahat ng kakilala niya. Isa sa pinaka-painful na experience niya ay nung na-inlove siya sa dream girl niya, only to witness another suitor win her heart. Ito kasing manliligaw na to hinahatid at sundo lang naman si girl gamit ang expensive car. Uncle Tony knew na this girl loved him too, pero she also wanted to be comfortable at alam ni girl na Uncle Tony cannot provide for her. Kaya naging practical na lang siya. Uncle Tony felt totally worthless. Lahat ng sakit at hirap na dinanas niya ang naging driving force niya para makawala sa hukay ng kahirapan. Uncle Tony eventually started 15 companies and created a phenomenal success. Itong dating janitor na to na binasted ng dream girl niya would eventually become the advisor of 3 US presidents, kabilang na yung ninong kong sininong Bill Clinton. At naging advisor din siya ng iba pang head of states katulad nila Mikhail Gorbachev, Margaret Thatcher, at ang tropa ng lolo ko na si Nelson Mandela. Kaya naman proud na proud ako sa uncle ko na to eh. Si Joe Gerard ay nagkaroon lang naman ng mga sunod-sunod na business failures. One day, he found himself without a job, without money, without savings. Hindi niya alam anong gagawin niya. Pag-give up na sana siya ng isang umaga, kinausap siya ng asawa niya habang umiiyak. "Joe, we have no more food and our kids are now out on the street begging." Nung araw din na yon, umalis si Joe sa bahay at nag-apply bilang car salesman. Ayaw sana siyang tanggapin ng may-ari ng dealership kasi wala naman siyang experience sa pagbebenta ng kotse. Pero nakiusap siya na bigyan siya ng chance and promise na bago matapos ang araw, makakabenta siya ng kotse. Wala siyang idea kung paano niya yun magagawa pero sinabi niya sa sarili niya na kailangan niya makabenta ng kotse para may mapakain siya sa pamilya niya. And true enough, before the day was over, he sold 1 car. Bumali muna siya ng $10 sa owner ng dealership. At nagmamadali siyang umuwi, bit-bit ang isang brown bag full of groceries. Masayang masaya siya dahil may makakain na yung pamilya niya nung araw na yon. All this pain became a burning fire in him to change his life. Makalipas ang ilang taon, he set the Guinness Book of World Records for the greatest car salesman in the world. Ang isang typical na car salesman lang naman ay nakakabenta ng 7 cars in a month. Pero si Joe, sold 6 cars in a day o humigit kumulang 150 cars every single month. Tandaan mo, pain is your fuel. At katulad ng totoong fuel, it can do 2 things. A fuel can catch a fire and explode, destroying everything around it. Or, it can be harnessed in an engine and power a rocket to the moon. Sa madaling salita, your pain can destroy you or can develop you. It depends on how you respond to your pain. Kapag nag-respond ka with faith, pain can be the inner driving force na babago sa buhay mo. Pain can be your fuel to rocket launch your success. Right now, you may be experiencing a lot of pain. Siguro yung family life mo is a mess. Siguro yung trabaho mo ay sobrang hirap. Siguro palagi ka nalang kinakapos ng pera at hindi mo mabigay ang gusto ng mga anak mo. Kaibigan, hindi ito ang ending ng story mo. Dahil you can overcome it. You can rise above your problems. Gamitin mo yung pain mo as a fuel that will push you towards success. Rocket your way out of your pain and into prosperity. At syempre, makikisuyo ulit ako. Kung may napupulot kang aral sa video na to, pakipitik mo yung like button ha. Maraming salamat. At ang second type of pain is a beautiful, liberating, and transformational pain. The pain of giving. Ang giving ay voluntary. Giving is a self-imposed pain. Pero kapag nagbigay ka and you don't experience pain, you did not give enough. Your giving is superficial. When you give, it must hurt you. Kapag nagbigay ka, it must shake you up. Kapag nagbigay ka, it must disturb your existence. When you give, it must rock your world so much it creates a hunger in you to keep on earning money so that you can keep on giving. This reminds me of a businessman na suddenly felt unhappy. Yes, meron silang more than okay na bahay, they can buy whatever things they need and want, but he felt lost. Dahil kahit okay na sila financially, he felt empty inside. Where do I go from here? Ganito ba talaga ang feeling ng pagiging successful? He asked himself. One day, a good friend called him, inviting him to go with him sa Africa to give charity works. At nagkataon naman na cancel yung business trip niya, so he decided to come. That charity work was to give wheelchairs sa mga mahihirap na bata sa Africa. He said, the moment he saw these kids, he felt their pain. He felt their sufferings. At yung unang batang nilagay niya sa wheelchair, hinawakan siya sa hita and he won't let go of his leg. Nung tinignan niya yung bata, the boy was crying, saying, "Thank you, thank you, thank you very much." He felt pure joy for the first time in his life. He realized na sobrang dami pang bata sa mundo ang hindi makalakad at walang kakayanang bumili ng wheelchair. This gave him the desire to push for more, to make his company more profitable so he can fund the project of giving wheelchairs to as many kids as possible. The pain of giving heals. This pain gives joy. This pain blesses you. It's a cheerful pain. After all, God gave His only Son to die in the cross for you. Na-imagine mo ba kung gaano kasakit yon? Kaya naman, I pray you find your reason for success. I pray you transform your pain, either from grief pa yon or from giving, into fuel. The fuel to reach your dreams. At kung gusto mo maging financially free very soon, may simpleng paraan para ma-achieve mo yon. Yes, very simple way. Alamin mo yon sa video na to. Maraming salamat sa panonood. Peace out.